there's a question of if Sakura gets too much hate.
Okay.
And Naruto. Now, let me throw this out there for all the Sakura fans. It is true that Toei Animation, they do Naruto, actually changed Sakura's character from the manga.
Oh, they did.
There are things they added, like when she joked him for being like an orphan, and like the early episodes that didn't happen in the manga.
Oh,
there's stuff that happened in the manga that like they added stuff to almost like make her a worse character. So if you just read the manga, Sakura actually probably not that bad a character.
Okay.
So I admit that that's fine. And I actually want to go back and just read the Naruto manga straight out. I think there's a lot of stuff they changed that it was better than the manga. But anyway, going off of the show. I want to compare why Sakura deserves the hate she gets. Like compare her to Katara. Because you get the two mainline females on both shows. All right. And they did Katara right and they messed up with Sakura. Because Sakura started out with the main squad, right? Mm-hmm. And so that gives you a sense of like belief of where she's supposed to go.
Team 7 all day, baby.
Exactly, right? So if they start at the same time, you're expecting her to kind of run in parallel strength-wise.
Okay.
Now, we didn't get the whole reincarnation thing to the end where they start breaking away. You know, I mean, they broken away in power level, but I'm saying as to why they were a duo separate from her. And when they introduced in part 1 the 3 legendary Sannin, you led us to believe that we were going to get a repeat of that, where they're all relative in strength. Or at least it appeared that way at first. Orochimaru, Jiraiya, and Tsunade. Mm-hmm. They had the 3-way deadlock. Mm-hmm. And later on, we learned that there might have been a bigger power gap. But Tsunade continued to show strength all the way through.
Okay.
So we assumed by the end of series, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura would be like the next 3 legendary Sannin and kind of have that whole 3-way deadlock. So the fact that her power didn't keep increasing enough over the course of part 2 of Shippuden is why Kishimoto did her wrong. She should have had more power. Meanwhile, you got Katara. Everybody starts on a base level. You got Sakura, Katara, and you get, that's your big 3 right there. Mm-hmm. And they all continue to grow in strength and capability across the show evenly. Yeah. I would even say they gave Katara more than maybe you had to, because just like Sakura, they both became healers, right? Mm-hmm. And that could have been her whole shtick right there, just to be the healer. But she continued to be a combat beast. And Crossroads of Destiny, the season book 2 finale, she proved how powerful she was. That was the first time she one-upped Azula. And it kind of showed, like, man, the writers of Avatar are great, because that one little inkling of strength when she showed, when she kind of like grabbed up Azula in her tentacles and threw her down, it was like, that was the key right there. Wait, Katara, are you the key? Because Azula was just waxing everybody the whole season. She was putting in work. No matter what she did, nobody was touching her. Right. That was the first time someone, I mean, Aang kind of did it with the drill, but kind of inadvertently. She one-on-one against Azula put in work. And that was the first clue that maybe you're the key to beating Azula, the strongest character in the show at this point. And so Katara kept growing in strength. And Crossroads of Destiny, when she had to like defend Aang against everybody when he got struck by lightning and everything, you were a beast for that. And she was a healer.
Yeah.
So, and she saved Aang's life. Now, Sakura saved Naruto's life in the final war when Madara yanked Kurama out of him. She kept his heart beating and all that kind of stuff. You gotta give respect for that. Yeah. But when you look at the combat progression, Katara kept progressing. She kept learning new skills. Yeah. And yes, we find out the last minute that Sakura did learn the 1,000 healing jutsu, but it just felt like, even in the dialogue, it felt like we're just trying to jump her up real quick, but she still wasn't there where she needed to be. And at that point, it was a Naruto and Sasuke show, so it felt like too little, too late. Now, in the Boruto era, Sakura is a beast. She's better in Boruto. Like, her strength level is ridiculous. Okay. Like, it sounds like a hyperbole, but Sakura and Boruto could beat Madara. Okay. That's how the power level increase by the time we get to Boruto is so ridiculous. Sakura is a beast.
Well, all right.
She's definitely past Hokage level.
Good Lord.
but in Shippuden though, they just didn't do her character justice.
So, do you think it's just that more of the fact that she was just a normal person, that she actually was putting work in? She just was compared to Naruto and Sasuke. And then but the other thing I will say though, I always picked up on
Kakashi kept it going.
Like in terms of what?
Kakashi became the third character. he progressed and kept getting stronger and learning new stuff more than Sakura did.
I didn't expect that from Kakashi because I feel like most of the teachers and stuff kind of got left behind.
That's what you would have expected.
So
but Kishimoto gave Kakashi more of a spotlight going in than he did Sakura.
Right.
So Sakura fell off out of spotlight, and then it became almost like Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi were the main characters because we get to the final villain of the show, and it's his best friend from the past. Like, he forced him back into the spotlight, which is cool because the story was good.
Yeah.
But when you look at where Sakura was, you would have thought Kakashi was like almost thinking like when he felt like Naruto when he was mastering Rasen and Shuriken, he was like, you surpassed the fourth Hokage. Like, it felt like Kakashi would have fallen to the background.
Yeah.
Then after that, they go fight Kakazu, and who's putting in work? Kakashi. Even Team 10 is falling by the wayside. In the time frame where we got Shikamaru stepping up and beating the man who beat his master, this is the perfect time to show the passing of the torch and saying, like, it's time for next generation.
Yeah.
And Naruto kind of did it by one shot in Kakazu, but Kakashi's putting in work the whole fight. You got Kakashi in there like, I'm checking out this heart. I'm checking out this heart. Like, you could say Naruto only won because of all the work Kakashi put in. Yeah. And Kakashi still is the one that killed Kakazu. He was like, the next generation is it, the will of fire. Talk about Kakashi. I love me some Kakashi, but like, and then final battle gets the eyes from Obito, pulls out a Susanoo just out of nowhere, masters Kakashi was a genius.
I mean, that's the thing too. You have to remember,
he was a genius.
He was a beast. Like, you can go back to like the flashbacks when he was a kid and everything like that. He was that, like, how we view Naruto. He was Sasuke before Sasuke in a way. Like, I mean, I guess you could say his more like his brother, Sasuke's
Itachi.
Brother. Yeah. But I'm saying is the way I think that people feel about Sasuke in the early days. Like,
that's who Kakashi was.
That's who Kakashi was.
Kakashi's who we thought Sasuke was. Sasuke got exposed because I'm not confident he would have beaten Neji.
Well,
I'm not confident he would have beat Neji.
So what happened in
that
fight?
By the time he was copying Rock Lee's moves and he got the lightning, Chidori, he probably would have beat Neji.
I mean,
he probably would have beat Neji.
So at that point, Sasuke was, kind of a beast.
But you got to keep. Would he have been able to speed blitz him? Because getting close would have been the issue. Would he be able to speed blitz Neji?
Justice for Neji as well.
Yeah. Justice for all of the Konoha 11, because all of them besides Shikamaru kind of got outshined.
Yeah. That is a good one. It's hard. I don't know. I feel like back then Sasuke was like legit. I think what happened with Sasuke, to me anyway, is when he started getting the special training. But it was when what's his face, Orochimaru to me just actually kind of hindered him.
You're right. Him getting the curse mark completely derailed his progression.
Yeah, and like to the fact that he got to where he still getting to it anyway, but he had to go on this long I feel like he would have had a more linear path if he had been still getting trained by Kakashi. But I don't know though, because he did do some. When you go to like all the other stuff he started doing with the Orochimaru and then learning all like the forbidden stuff and doing stuff with the eyes, I don't know if he would have done all that.
Well, here's my thing. The best thing he got from Orochimaru, although he developed it himself, was he invented Kirin.
Okay.
The jutsu where he brings the lightning down.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where he doesn't even have to have chakra to do it. That was his best move, but he developed that on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Could he still develop that without Orochimaru? I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, did Orochimaru really add anything to him? Because by the end of the show, all of his hacked abilities are Uchiha abilities.
Yeah.
That he got from Itachi.
I don't really know that. I feel like that was more of a derailment of his career.
I feel like that
kind of restored his career. He had like if he was like an athlete, it would have been he had like this horrible thing happen in his career.
Yeah.
But then he came back and overcame it.
Because Itachi, wanting Sasuke to be the hero and everything. Part of what he did, his part in shot, was to make sure he killed the piece of Orochimaru that was still in Sasuke.
Mm.
Took away all his curse mark abilities,
Mm.
and then transferred his Mangekyo to Sasuke.
Yeah.
And so in that moment, it's like Itachi's like, "No, this is what you need. I know you spent the past 3 years or whatever working on this. You don't need none of that. You need your birthright. That's gonna make you way stronger."
Think about it. We think about everything that they ended up accomplishing later on.
Yeah.
Orochimaru, who at a point, so
no, you're right. He knew the power cliff. He had power cliff.
So, do you think by the end of Shippuden, do you think that Sakura was at least past what's her face? Tsunade? Or you don't think that yet?
She didn't show me anything to make me believe that.
But like
Tsunade put in work against Madara. all the Kage lost, but so I don't give Tsunade any more disrespect than I give the rest of the Kage. They all get disrespected.
All them Kages got took out, and I remember because what's the thing got cut in half.
Yeah, Tsunade got cut in half. Sakura didn't show me anything to make me believe that she was stronger than Tsunade. They would win the 1-on-1 fight.
She did become a beast healer.
She did, and I give her props for that.
And then she had the super strength.
Yeah,
so
but I'm saying,
you remember that one movie when she punched a dude's head off?
Yeah, like that was. That was. That stuff was the stuff that made us believe in Shippuden she was going to be A tier. Like we started the show with her with the bell test, and then she fought Sasori with Granny Chio. That led us to believe, Sakura's going to keep leveling up, and she just stopped. She hit a wall. Katara would have never needed to be saved by Aang the way she needed to be saved when the Hidden Cloud Ninja showed up. Because Killer Bee was missing.
Oh, okay.
And they attacked Naruto, and him and Sai did that combo move where he and Naruto grabbed the sword and then did a Shao Kahn. Okay, and what happened? Sakura was a weak link. She got hit, and he had to catch her and all that stuff. Katara would have put in work first. Katara was a killer. Katara was the Kobe of that team. She had a mob mentality. She put in work. She would have killed the Fire Lord if it was her destiny. If she was out to her, she'd have been, I'm gonna kill the Fire Lord. She had that mentality. That's why she went with Zuko. Was like, you want to go kill this dude? Let's go kill this dude. Like, I'm cool with it. And he went on Aang like, all right, if the killing's wrong, what you gonna do when you gotta face my father? And he was like,
I don't know.
Zuko derailed the entire last 4 episodes of that show. Now Aang had to think about it. It's like, holy crap, what am I gonna do?
That's hilarious.
So that's why I give Katara more respect than Sakura, because Sakura should have been what the progression that Katara has. What Sakura should have had. She didn't do the main character in the show, but she should have had way more relevancy, and they did a good job by setting things up with so many characters. And the problem was Kishimoto did, he sidelined all the characters except for Naruto and Sasuke. And that's what the real problem is, but the writers of Avatar did a good job because Katara has someone to fight, Azula, and that was perfect. That was really good job with that. Let's see. She said, I think Sakura showed power just like Tsunade. Maybe it wasn't shown as much as it should be. And that's a problem. If Sakura was as strong or stronger than Tsunade by the end of the series, they should have showed it. And maybe she was, but it didn't feel like it. And again, Tsunade is getting more of a highlight in that fight against Madara, and Sakura's getting nothing. She's getting no fights here at the end, and they should have given her something. They gave everybody something to do. They gave Mike Guy something to do. Think about it. He didn't even give it to Rock Lee. They gave it to Guy Sensei.
Yeah, that's a beast.
Let's see. In Shippuden, they didn't show her skills like they could have, but she did because in Boruto she showed her skills. Yes, by Boruto era, she's a beast. She definitely surpassed Tsunade 10 times. Noble Shadow said, yeah, Sakura's development of the chakra control was at 1,000 healing, got pushed to a filler late in the series of Shippuden, which sucked, man. I wish Kishi did better for her. That's what I'm saying. And that's the thing. Going all the way back to the part 1, remember Kakashi was like, Sakura got better chakra control than Naruto and Sasuke, both of y'all. Because he was teaching them how to do the tree thing. He was like, she got better chakra control than y'all.
I remember that. Yeah.
So he's, and it felt like it was a setup for something. Because guess what? If you have great chakra control like that, you can learn Genjutsu. What if her mentor had been Kurenai, Asuma's wife, girlfriend, whatever, the one who was supposed to be really good at Genjutsu and tried it on Itachi and got beat?
I don't remember.
The one with the red eyes. The other special Jonin had Asuma, Kakashi, and Kurenai.
Oh, okay.
And she was pregnant by Asuma. If she had taught her Genjutsu, if y'all could have given her Genjutsu, Sakura, that would have been dope.
Yeah.
And you could have even worked into a storyline where, because she was passionate about saving Sasuke too, where she's trying to learn Genjutsu because that's what the Uchiha know. And she's thinking, if I can master Genjutsu and resist it, I can assist Sasuke in defeating Itachi. Because remember, she was willing to leave the village to help him achieve his dream in part 1.
Okay.
So what if she, over the time skip, was like, I'm going to secretly learn Genjutsu and get master of it, because that's what Itachi has.
Right.
And if I can get better at Genjutsu, even as good as an Uchiha, I can support Sasuke and show him my value, and he'll love me, or he'll take me with him, and I can save him.
Yeah.
He could have done something like that. They should have given her
She was too obsessed with Sasuke. That was probably the problem.
Well, yeah. He said, cuz, can you see Neji beating Gaara? Because can you see Neji beating Gaara? No.
Neji beating Gaara? At that point, probably not.
Okay, going back to would Sasuke beat Neji? Yeah, Sasuke would have beat Neji. Because Sasuke did blitz Gaara. Although Gaara was kind of unbalanced at that point. Gaara was not his best. I'm about to say. But
Wait, hold on. You're talking about after? So I'm trying to remember what point of the
in the final part of the tournament.
Yeah, this is after he already had fought Naruto. Or was it before? No. It was before he had fought Rock Lee. So he fought Rock Lee. Okay.
Gaara was unbalanced.
Yeah.
But Sasuke would have ultimately lost that fight. like he ultimately did in Force of Death, because of the curse mark for one, and no one understood that Gaara had a tail beast in him. So he would have lost regardless. Naruto was just prime placement to be the right person to fight Gaara. It's just it was a perfect matchup. Nobody else was a good matchup for Gaara except for Naruto. Sasuke would have lost. Neji would have lost against Gaara. Neji had no way of getting through that shield that he had.
Would have been able to do anything.
Yeah, so I would say Sasuke would have beat Neji. Noble saying that Sasuke did good versus Gaara, because that should be the benchmark. Yeah, Sasuke did good. He would have lost, but he did good, as good as you could expect. He said the most what he got from Orochimaru was his swordsmanship, negation to some poisons, and there was I think it's mentioned in the manga, maybe in the anime, that they were thinking that Sasuke got so strong because of drugs too that Orochimaru gave him. Like his development was jumped because of that. So maybe that did help his let's see. Mom was saying, I think Gaara would have taken Neji. It would have been a good battle. Yeah, Gaara, that nobody would have touched Gaara.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think that anybody. I feel like Gaara at that point was just on a because it was so like they couldn't have handled it for one. Yeah, it was like taken by surprise too by him.
But that's my rant of Sakura versus Katara. I also have a rant of Sakura versus Hinata. And why Hinata is a better character, even though she was weaker than Sakura.
Wait,
most of the
what?
Yeah, Hinata's a better character. You don't think Hinata's a better character than Sakura?
I don't feel like what did she do? What did she do? What did she do?
All right, for the sake of getting back home and we're past time, we're going to say that for tomorrow. So everybody, that's tomorrow. Next week, we're going to do Sakura, why Hinata is a better character than Sakura.
Let me ask, let me add that over down here for...
But it's all about expectations that you set. Sakura failed to meet expectations. Hinata exceeded expectations.
Okay.
Hinata's a better character.
All right, I guess I can see what you're saying.
But anyway, I'll have my rant on that, why Hinata's a better character than Sakura.